Welcome back. All right, well, the Cardiac Canucks tried it again. However, the Edmonton Oilers assert themselves at home tonight. And let's be honest, the Oilers were the better team right from the drop of the puck tonight. But again, it shows just how dangerous Vancouver is. Vancouver's been outplayed. I would honestly say they've been outplayed in a lot of the games they've played in these playoffs. They have managed to eke out victories in games they have no business being in. They almost forced overtime in this one. So we'll see what happens with Game 5 coming back to Vancouver, but this series is going at least 6. Are we going to be surprised when it goes 7? My answer to that is no. It's She Loves versus Pickard in this one, although I was hoping for like a series to end so that on the weekend I might have some extra time so I could play some street hockey. But anyways, yeah, so She Loves versus Pickard. I thought Pickard was good. He wasn't busy. The Canucks really let him settle into the game. And part of the problem Vancouver's having right now is their starts, and I think it hurt them tonight. So there's a near miss for McDavid on an opening shift. Hyman's denied. More Oilers pressure in a minute and a half. So again, the Oilers, desperate hockey. They can't afford to go back to Vancouver down 3-1. Kane has a hit on Zadorov that draws cheers. Zadorov did avoid taking a dumb penalty tonight. The Canucks press are kept to the outside. There's a kick save on Bluger's screenshot. The Canucks draw a power play. There's an early cycle. It's cleared. And again, the Canucks struggling to set up. Garland has a shot that's saved. They cycle late. Suter has a shot that's blocked. Power play's killed off. 3 shots on net for the Vancouver power play. Bouchard then has a slot shot that saved. The shots are 4-3 for the Canucks at 7 minutes. Miller hits the side of the net on a rush. Oilers press at 9.5 minutes. The Canucks failed to clear the get pinned down, and that leads to the Oilers drawing a power play. McDavid to Draisaitl near miss. Draisaitl fires one high, and then there's a face-off win for the Canucks. They clear it, but Draisaitl buries one short side from the right circle. McDavid and Bouchard with the assists at 11:08 on the power play. The power play continues to be lethal, striking at a 50% rate in this series. The Oilers then press for another. McLeod misses one high from the slot. Sorry, I had to pause because I was going to sneeze. I don't sneeze on camera. So the Canucks are forced to ice it. The fans call one, the referee does not. Bouchard has a one-timer, that's held. Then there's an offensive zone penalty by Kane. The Canucks have a power play, and it's a 4-minute power play with 5:48 left. This would be the end of the power plays for the Canucks in this game. There's an early clear and another. They cycle. Hughes fires one wide. There's a shorthanded 3-on-2. Janmark's denied. Great puck pressure by the Oilers on that penalty kill. The Canucks power play really out of sorts. Repeated clears by the Oilers, not letting him get set up. Garland has a shot that's held, and it took over 3 minutes for the power play to generate that chance. And all of the Canucks shots in that period, other than one, was on the power play. So they end up with 4 shots, meaning a couple of the ones that were on that first power play got taken away. I did notice shots were getting taken away from Vancouver. But that being said, Hyman then has a rush chance tipped wide. Besser has a rush chance that's defended. It's 1-0 for Edmonton after the first. And so, yeah, the Oilers ahead only by 1. And I kept thinking, the fact that the Canucks are keeping this close, I'm not sure how. But his name's Shelov's. So second period, early press by the Oilers. They're kept to the outside. There's Shelov's chance as Nurse's shot is held. Again, I'd like to thank Oiler fans for cheering on our goaltender. It really seems to have helped. He's still at a .900 save percentage tonight. The teams trade turnovers. Good forechecking by the Oilers. McDavid has a rush chance that save. Then there's a pad save on Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Then there's a post for Suter from the side of the net. I understand those count as goals now. Bluger has a wrister that's held. I kid. Perry to McLeod. There's a near miss there. Besser has a rush chance that's saved. Hronik fires one high as the Canucks press. The Oilers press at 6.5 minutes, and the Canucks end up being forced to ice it during that. Nurse then has a fast break. He's denied there, and then he's denied on the next chance he had. So Shelov's really earning his pay. And then we look at his contract and go, he might deserve a raise. So at any rate, Shelov's is the reason this is close. The Oilers really dangerous in transition to the surprise of no one. The Oilers have a 2-on-1 that sets up a press. The Canucks press with 8.5 minutes left, but they have trouble getting it to the net, which was the storyline for much of tonight. The Canucks had 9 shots 32 minutes into the game. They would have more shots over the next 28 minutes of the game. But again, that slow start, I think, really kind of doomed their game tonight. They need to get shots early. They need to do what Boston did tonight in Florida. Get those shots early. Have a good first period. Test the other team's goaltender. But again, you allow Pickard to really get settled in. And so once you're getting those chances, Pickard's pretty confident. And again, when a goaltender's got a lead, I think that definitely makes a difference. So Juleson has a one-timer that's held. The Canucks have some momentum, but they need a goal. Joshua has a slot shot that gets blocked. The shots are 8 apiece with 5.5 minutes left. The Oilers press are kept to the outside. Holloway has a net drive that's saved, and Kane's denied from the doorstep. And then Juleson with the boneheaded move of the night. He throws a big open ice hit, and it leads to a 2-on-1 for the Oilers. He brought himself out of position. So there's two things that do drive me nuts in hockey. It's when the fans are all excited over a big hit, or they're oohing and awing over a big hit, and the player who throws that big hit has taken himself completely out of position. And in this case, Nugent Hopkins should just send him a thank you card, because he scores from Ekholm at 19:20. That makes it 2-0. So that's a last-minute goal. And again, Juleson, I understand like wanting to throw a big hit there, but no, just no. You got to have that situational awareness. So the Oilers then look for another, but yeah, they're ahead 2-0 after 2. But I kept thinking, the Canucks have been good at comebacks in this playoffs. And so I wasn't counting them out. I wasn't yelling and throwing stuff or anything. I really don't throw stuff generally anyways. I don't want to break anything. Hockey's not worth that. But yeah, third period, I don't care what that commercial says about people running over their TV and putting things through their TV. If you feel like destroying your TV, just ship it to me and I'll pretend I broke it. But yeah, just like jerseys, I'm going to burn my jersey. Just send it to me and I'll pretend I burned it. So the Oilers press at 2 minutes. There's good early flow, few whistles, and it felt like that favored the Oilers. There's a power play for Edmonton, and it really was a chance for them to put this game out of reach. If they get the power play goal here, there's no chance of Vancouver coming back. There's a shorthanded rush by Lindholm. That chance gets blocked. The Oilers cycle. There's a near miss for Nugent Hopkins. Hyman couldn't bury one in close. Nugent Hopkins fires wide. More cycling. And Shelovs has played the hero. 3 shots. And that power play's killed off. So again, King Arturs. Suter can't bury one in close as the Canucks press. The shots are 6-2 for the Oilers at 6.5 minutes. But at 6:52, Garland roofs one past a screen from the slot. Lindholm and Zadorov with the assist. So Elias Lindholm continues to have a very good playoffs for Vancouver. I think he's raised his value, whether the Canucks sign him or somebody else does. I think with his asking price, somebody else will sign him, but he's had a good playoffs to make up for what was a rough regular season. McDavid then has a rush chance that's saved. Bluger has a shot that deflects wide as the Canucks are looking to tie it. Ryan to Janmark, that play gets blocked. More energy for the Canucks since the Garland goal. McDavid then fires one wide on a rush. Pettersson with a near miss. Hronik fires one high as the Canucks press. The Oilers get pinned down a bit, but they do clear to get that line change in. The Oilers then press with 4 minutes left. Hyman has a near miss on a net drive. Juleson then has a shot that's held as the Canucks press. Goalie pull happens with 2:38 left. Lindholm fires one wide. Besser has a shot that's caught and held with 1:47 left. They call a timeout. Whatever they discussed works. Off a face-off win, Besser, still last I look, is credited with the goal, but it's going to be Joshua's goal, okay, at 18:17, and the assists are going to be Besser and Hughes, so that'll take a point away from Pettersson, but Pettersson had a good game. He officially won't have a point in this, but he won the face-off to get everything started. The Oilers then press in the final minute, and they score to prevent overtime, because if this went to overtime, I think the Canucks win it. Bouchard scores it past a screen from Draisaitl and Kane at 19:21, and then the Oilers hang on. There are times, too, where I watch a game and I see the defenseman standing in front of his goaltender, blocking the shot, being picked up by his goaltender, and in this case, that's what I was thinking was, that Bouchard goal goes in because there's Canuck defenders trying to block it, rather than just saying, hey, Arturs, let us let you see the puck. But either way, Bouchard gets the goal from Draisaitl and Kane, and the Oilers win the game 3-2. They have tied the series at 2. It now goes back to Vancouver. The shots on net, 8-4 Edmonton in the first. 4 shots in the first period. Not going to get it done for Vancouver. Great defending by the Oilers too, though. Shots were 14-9 Edmonton in the second. Both teams had 8 shots in the third. The final shots, 30-21 for Edmonton. Power plays, Vancouver 0-3. Edmonton 1-2. The hits, 48-37 for Vancouver. Shelovs, again, very good. 27 saves on 30 shots. Pickard was good. He wasn't busy enough if you're the Canucks. 19 saves on 21 shots. And again, they only had 9 shots through the first 32 minutes. You just let them get way too comfortable. And, they got to get more rubber on the net in the next game, or they might be coming back to Edmonton down 3-2. But again, the Canucks have been good at winning games they probably shouldn't. Tonight they lose a game they should, but it was so close to overtime. They almost got another one of those wins that you can look at, scratch your head and go, how did that happen? But anyways, That being said, game's done. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you have not done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.